In Terraria, we have mounts, and there's quite a lot of them, but some are quite interesting to me, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, own if you want to, and let's get into it. Let's start off with the big one in the thumbnail, that being the toy tank. This can be gotten from Santa NK1 in Master Mode, and well, it's a tank that you drive in that shoots. Man, I wish this thing was actually good, because it sounds like a cool idea, but it's sadly not really. It has a range of 53, and it can shoot bullets and missiles. From my testing, it took around 10 seconds to kill Master Mode King Slime. But with Shumai armor and some accessories with a non-reforged chain gun, it took around 4 seconds. Now the tank is affected by a critical strike, but now your damage increased, so it will always deal the same amount of damage. But the thing that really brings this down is the movement. It does have negative fall damage, but that doesn't really exist in hard mode since you have wings. And speaking of wings, you cannot fly with this thing. I mean, it's a little tank, like, what do you expect? It is, however, affected by double jumps, but no one is using the bunch of balloons in light hard mode, and also dashing does not work on it as well. But what's funny is that the roller skates are affected by wings, and dashing. Now of course, no one is using this in light hard mode, but like, you can get this pre-boss, and the roller skates are meant to be used for making platforms. So yeah, this thing just feels like more of a downgrade than actually being useful. There are way better mounts like the Chillard Truffle, which also gives a damage bonus, but in a way better way. And it's also an expert mode item, not a master mode one. The toy tank also only has a max chance of 25% to drop, while the Chillard Truffle always has a 100% chance to drop. I mean, it can at least go through doors unlike the other mounts, right? But please relogic, give this item some love. At least the Hex branch is at least more useful in some way. Since we're on the topic of Master Mode mounts, let's talk about the one and only Dark Mage's Tomb. Just like all Master Mode drops, it has a 25% chance to drop from the Dark Mage from the Old One's Army Tier 1. And let's see how good it is. Or, at least, how fun it is. I mean, it's something. I mean, 41 miles per hour. That's the same as the golf cart. Like, that's something. Oh wait. It just falls down, and you can't even move up while using it, and you have to remount it to go back up. Okay, but what about something like the Spectre Boots, and a Shield of Cthulhu? Yikes, that's almost close to it, and it's not even lightning boots. And also, why does it fall through my platforms? Alright, moving on. Now let's see what we got here. Nope. Nope. Oh, here we go. The extra horde can be dropped from this guy, found in the underground desert. It has a 2% chance of dropping in all difficulties, but how does it perform? Because it's quite rare. I mean, it has good acceleration, and does, well, almost no damage, and with no accessories, it only has one double jump. I feel like this build was meant to have a dash ability, but just never did. But you know what has literally everything this mount doesn't have? Well, that's where Chillard comes in. I think everyone knows by now this mount is one of the best in the entire game. Or maybe, it is the best mount in the game. This mount has literally everything. A dash, pretty good speed, garden in pre-hard mode, and can dash through enemies, dealing damage, and not taking any damage at all. And what's funny is that the dash is longer than the Master Ninja gear, and it's basically tied with the Solar Armor dash. Reminder, this can be gotten pre-boss. And not only that, it's affected by double jump items like most mounts. I'm surprised that this thing hasn't gotten any changes at all so far. Collab items in Terraria are quite interesting to say at least. The Hardy saddle can be gotten from golden crates or titanium crates if you're in hard mode, and this thing is quite interesting. It's extremely slow, but of course, this thing is meant to be used mostly underwater. And when it's underwater, it's actually quite fast. And you can constantly jump with it, which can make for some interesting movement. Although, you can't dash with it, which does make it a little bit less useful. But of course, you could just hop off and dash, then use the mount again to go back to full speed. So when would you really use this thing? I mean, if you're in one of those special seeds, it might actually not be a bad idea to get it. I feel like it would be good for Duke Fishron, but you really have to dash most of the time. Although, I bet one person has used this against Duke Fishron. Oh wait, there's only like 10 videos on this item, which were all from 1.2. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe if the ocean got expanded, this item might actually have a use. Small one here, but did you know that the goat skull and the blast apple are literally just respites? They both have the exact same speed, height, and damage. Although, I do think the goat skull is cooler. Let's move to one that almost nobody knows. That being the scaly truffle. No, not the shrimpy truffle. The scaly truffle. And let's see how it performs. Hopefully not as bad as some of the others. Wait, this thing can run? It can also fly higher than the fairy wings. I think I might have found the most underrated mount in the game. Now of course this thing drops some pigrons, which nobody really encounters during a playthrough. Oh wait, no. You get it by fishing in the cavern ice biome with one of the 3 evil biomes. Now I see why nobody has this. It has so specific requirements to get, and it's gotten from one of the most hated mechanics in the game. Although, if you love fishing, maybe give this mount a try. It might actually be a hidden gem. Just make sure to do the dash thing like the other mounts. Okay, let's check out one more. That being the Skultix. Skultix? I don't know. This can be gotten from the Skultix gunner from the Martian Madness event with only a 1% chance to drop. This thing acts really similar to the toy tank. Similar movement and both attack. Although, this one has no splash damage. From my testing, it took a little bit shorter to kill King Slime with. So yeah, this thing is almost just the same I feel like. Before we end the video, let's quickly talk about 2 other mounts that aren't as interesting, but still have something to them. The superheated blood can be gotten from lava fishing, and summons this cool lava shark, which gives immunity to lava, and moves quite fast. Although, using this against the wall is quite hard, since the obsidian buildings get in the way. The pogo stick can be gotten from the party girl, and well, it's a pogo stick. Okay, well that wraps it up for this video. Let me know what you think about Terraria mounts in the comments down below, and goodbye.